Anybody could go in that park and be comfortable. You could tell what music a person listened to or what bands they followed by how they were dressed. And you'd see mohawks, and you'd see skinheads, and you'd see grunge. You don't have that much anymore.
It's location one, and it has an energy. And I guess it's always had an energy. It's always been super eclectic and weird.
Tompkins right away just became this place where it was easier to find people with common ground. Like, it still takes on this life outside of what a traditional skate park does.
It's downtown at that time, and there was so much magic. And I can only hope that everybody gets to experience a time like that.
People coming together, like just making something happen. Yeah, technically it belongs to the city, but it belongs to the people.
My father was the only person that ever broke my nose. So I've been over mad fights. And my father was one of the toughest guys. First person I ever see a $150 in his face was my dad. You know what I mean? So I grew up like you respect people, and if it comes down to violence, it needs to be done, do it quick and fast, and make sure it's done in a way that you can bounce out of there really quick. You know, so and I still hold my life. The cameras kill everything, but still, I sometimes I had to look around, but I still have that mental attitude about like no one disrespect me, and I'm not saying that I understand some things in life you gotta back down and everything, but right now I don't put myself in those positions. I mean,
yeah.
So that's all.
Yeah.
But if you think that you're gonna come over and talk shit to me because you think I'm older and I'm making a little bit of money now, I'm way worse than ever. I'll kill you in a second.
Yeah.
That way.
In terms of your dad being a cop, we touched on that last time.
Yeah.
And like the scenes that you came up in graffiti, hardcore, hip hop, and that.
He brought me to the Graffiti Hall of Fame in Harlem. He brought me to take pictures in 1985. I was taking pictures everywhere.
Yeah.
My father brought me. He let me. He knew that I loved it, the culture and everything, and he let me take pictures. He would drive me around to spots. I remember I took Ken 1357 had on the Grand Circle, Big Ken. I got out of the car, took a picture of my 110. So that, like, my father was like, cool. He knew it was like that he saw me doing art and everything. He saw me that I loved it. And he's like, hey, whatever. But he did the same thing with me with boxing. It was the same thing. So
he was accepting of it.
He said he wasn't very loving, but if I said, Dad, let's go watch he would take me to summer league basketball games. He played ball, my father. So I used to go to the summer league basketball games at the Armory in the city. It would be like fucking Ken Bannister. Everyone knows Ken Bannister used to be with the Knicks, a forward. He was ugly as fuck. He had like bumps all over his face and shit. But he in the summer league, he would score like fucking 80 points a game. He killed everyone. And my father brought me there, so it was cool. That's the little things we did. Like we went to ball games, Knick games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he was more about taking care of the family and just like he didn't want to talk to me to anyone. He just went right into watch the Knicks and went to sleep every night. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, and being a cop back then must have been gnarly too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fucked up.
I remember you were telling me that he used to take the job home with him because it was so hectic.
Yeah, but that's like that's just human nature. Like it's human nature. Like I'm glad that I got some kind of form of love from him. I mean, like nowadays, I don't think he would even. Now everyone like as a critic, or everyone calls the cops on you. It's abuse. Like just worry about your own life, bro. You mean?
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Thank you for the coffee.
Of course, man. Of course. Shout out to Vinny Stigma.
Love you, Stigma.
Well, what about your mom?
My mom was a housewife. She's from came from Puerto Rico to the Smith Projects in Lower East Side. Then from Smith Projects, they moved to the East River Houses. She grew up in East River Houses, where they filmed the Wiz at K-Slade, DJ K-Slade from out there. So that's how I got into hip hop, going every summer there, looking out her court, the window for her projects, and I watch K-Slade DJ, and I see, everything Dez and all that. I would see everything from there. So that's got me into rap, hip hop. So
nice.
So, and also I used to go to the orthodontist on the train by myself. Me and my brother, like 10, 11 years old, and we take the train. That's how I really got to see all the burners and everything. And I got into graffiti. So I'm blessed that I grew up my life like this. I mean,
Yeah. Who are some of the people you saw up on the trains?
oh my God, the guys that I remember hitting the trains. I remember seeing Scene, his thing, Apache D Artist, one guy, Too Nice. I used to see little things, but also, fuck, Duster, Angel Duster was one guy. Angel Duster and Ghost, the two guys I used to see all the time on train. But the guys on my block, Craze, he was Raid, Lude High, Maze, there's so many of these people out there. Chad. Chad was from Jackson Heights. He was up a lot also. But Ghost, EA, EA, rest in peace. Angel Duster, rest in peace. Flame, stuff like that. Sloan.
So what made you want to start writing?
Huh?
What made you want to start writing graffiti yourself? Like you would see it on the trains, but
yeah, see the trains. Then I saw it all over. Like I went to PS 152, and I used to go to there's used to be a handball court, and I used to see Jimmy 131, Ha Ha Ha, Mike 79, and those guys. Those guys were killing stuff. You know what I mean? And I was like, I love that shit, man. You know what I mean? S-Day, Newer. I was like, I really wanted to write graffiti when I saw Jimmy 131. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was just something that they had skinny caps, and it was so dope, man. And they were like the white boys from like Woodside. It was crazy. So a lot of people always think like the graffiti's multi. I want to tell you all this shit, but they talk about hip hop and all this shit. Everyone makes everything racial. You know how it is. They're like, and I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up, man. Graffiti was just about graffiti. It wasn't about. But I bet you some dude, it'll be like, yo, I'm talking about graffiti, but some dude from Alabama will be like, yo, man, you're not graffiti. I mean, and I'm like, I don't understand, man. The way I speak is the way I speak. You mean no one says anything. We all grew in New York City. We grew up together. Like when I see Fat Joe talking, and all these people dissing Fat Joe, I'm like, you niggas are bugging. Fat Joe back in the day, I'm saying right now, he was up. Fat Joe. Fat Joe was a real nigga, man. Fat Joe like used to terrorize people, and now they're like talking all this shit. I'm like, these little fucking bitch ass motherfuckers from Albuquerque, wherever you're from, talking shit. You can't talk like this. Like, it's like, it's insane. It's insane to me.
Yeah,
it's insane. Right?
Yeah.
So sometimes when people talk shit about me, then I say, you know what make me look pretty better? I look at Fat Joe's page and see what they say about him. So I'm like, shout out to Fat Joe, I love you.
He used to really write too, right?
He used to really write.
Was he right, crack?
Fat Joe's a real motherfucker. I'm telling you. That's why I laugh, because like all these guys, they never, a lot of the stories are true. What Fat Joe's saying. That's why I start laughing, man. Like now that Puerto Ricans or that hip hop, I don't even know what to say anymore. You know what I mean? So some guy from North Carolina is telling me that. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. So what made you want to start writing? I guess you would see it on the trains and you would get influenced by people, but what made you actually do it? Who taught you? How'd you learn about it?
Yeah, well, it's crazy. You asked me that. KK1 357. Like, if anyone knows KK1 is KK1. I'm not gonna say his real name, but my boy went to school in 8th grade together, and they were hit in 1985. They were killing trains, bro. Ripe, shout out to Ripe, KK, Ripe, PK Note, the original PK, the real PK. Shout out to PK, I love you. Ken 1357, all those guys were like, they were killing. Shout out to RD. RD was like, all these people talk this shit. RD is a real fucking, he's like a white trash warrior. Like that's real graffiti. I don't give a fuck what you people say. RD, Scene, Cap, PJ, those are the guys that made me want. Caves, those guys are like dudes like could burn, kill, and went to war. So you know what I mean? But Angel Dust in my neighborhood was crazy. You know what I mean? So Jackson Heights, Sloan, all these guys are crazy, man. And shout out to Saint TMR. Even I had beef with Saints. Now we're bored. We talked to show man love, man. Like, a lot of people had beef from back in the day. I talked to them, the TMR guys. I'm like, yo, what's up? It's like so crazy. We could have been making money this whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or bigger. We could have been united. You know? So
Yeah.
life is like you live and learn.
How do you feel about graph beef?
Graph beef?
Yeah. Because you engage in it, you know what I mean? Like, so what are your thoughts on it now?
Different. We did the horrible shit. You know what I mean? Like, and the world, I don't have to, that someone would be like, yo, right now, when this comes out, someone will be like, yo, pussy. You know what I mean? Like, it's graffiti to me is, yeah, whatever. But I got real beef. You know what I mean? Like, I deal with 500 guys that had problems with other guys and fucking with each other. I got to take care of that. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So you're not looking at graffiti beef.
I'm not looking at graffiti beef. I'm looking to grow old and have my grandkids around me. You know?
Yeah.
It's like that. I just want to do music, do my art, and just enjoy life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Would you say that, like, as time passed, your view on shit like graffiti or your view on shit on, like, especially graffiti beef has changed as you're just like, you got other shit to worry about?
Yeah, that's the problem. It's also the changing of the guard. You know what I mean? Like the older guys, just younger guys coming who like are tough and whatever. But nowadays, everything's recorded. People snitch you in a second. All the cops have to do is graffiti is go on Instagram. That's it. You know, listen. Life could be real good. It also could be real bad. You know what I mean? So just remember this: your health means a lot. Your family means a lot to you. I know your crew means a lot to you. Everything. I understand that. But you're gonna have kids. You're gonna be in love, and it's like your values change, and it's all right to grow up. So, you know, it's all right to grow up, but all right to fucking understand. Hey, you know, I'm the bigger person in the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of music in your life, you know, I'm a huge Crown of Thornz fan. You know, same thing with Scarhead and all that. Like, Crown of Thornz for me was music that it was very emotional music. You know what I mean? You're tapping into what you're feeling. You're tapping into the pain that you're going through, and you're just turning it into art essentially. And then when I saw the Style Wars, you know, the Style Wars reference in the beginning, and then the Train Yard Blues and all that shit, I'm just like, yo, that's amazing, man. And I kind of want to hear about what it was like for you writing that. What kind of state of mind you were in when you were writing that shit.
I want to tell you something crazy. I just went to the Boom Wall, the Bronx. So I went there. I turned around across the street. My boy Greed's doing his thing. Turn around. Nick One's there. Now, Nick One is the guy who took the picture for Train Out Blues, the cover. So I go, yo, Nick. And then Sasha Jenkins, rest in peace, was the one that introduced me to Nick One. So Nick One did that. That's his picture. So I saw him, we hug each other. He's like, yo, Danny, that's how submerged I am in history with graffiti. With the graffiti before hardcore. Graffiti's before hardcore. Graffiti's my first love, bro. Yeah. So people are like, what? I was like, yeah. So Nick One took that picture. Then I go around the corner, and Cap's there. So just Nick One and Cap. Cap did I sampled him for Blood Wars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Blood Wars. Yeah.
So right there, it was crazy. I'm in the Bronx, at the Boom Wall, see all these old two guys, T-Kid, everyone out there, and I was like, I was with me, Dreff, and we were like, you know, we had a good time, and it was cool to see all these writers. Back in the day, it wouldn't be cool because I had beat with everyone, but now it's like I had my colors on too. I watch my patch. I go everywhere like that, and everyone, if everyone's. I go everyone and I tell people there's never been any place in the world that was that East. Like, look, no one looks like me, bro. You know, so when someone said, "Oh, I didn't see them," they're bullshitting. You know? So I'm just saying, we went out there, and I saw so many people. It was so cool, and I just like now I see how graffiti is. It's big money now too. You know, like I said with the store, people buying paint is cool. You know, come down $8, $9, $7 grand. Come down to New York culture, fucking like. I love talking to the writers. That's a big thing too. Like when I was a kid going to Bleecker Bob's, you would talk to everyone there. People would buy cigarettes. That's what people are doing now at the shop. And I think that's very New York.
Yeah,
you know I mean?
Yeah, actual community.
Like communication on the phone, talking. Shit, yeah. I mean, like, let's meet up. You know?
Yeah. What fueled you to write that stuff?
Heartbreak. The first thing was my brother's suicide. My brother killed himself in my we moved from Jackson Heights, Queens, 80 after the Mets won the World Series 86, 87. We went to Woodhaven, Forest Park Co-ops, right across the street from the Dome. So, but the thing is, I've been going to that neighborhood ever since I was a kid because my grandmother in those buildings across the street from the Dome, Forest Park Co-ops by Victory Field. My grandmother, my grandfather, my father, my aunt, my great aunt, and my great uncle lived in that building. They all lived in that building. So we went there. We bought a co-op from the neighbor downstairs. Was smoking freebasing and burned the house up there. So the guy left. He was like, "Fuck this." So my father bought it for cash, like $70,000, 1987. So it was another cop. So it was like one cop to another cop. We gave money. We moved in there, and my mother's been there ever since.
Wow.
So, my brother shot himself with my father's gun in the house, and I was in Long Island at the time because I got stabbed up. I was at my Anthony Cominali's house for killing time. I was dating his sister Barbara Ann at the time, so I was out there. What's it called healing, right?
Yeah. So
I had to come back on the Long Island Railroad. He killed himself, and the other. Then there was Mentally Vex. Was the heartache. I was between Barbara Ann Cominali and a girl named Patty from Fresh Meadows. So yeah, the girls and broken hearts, and this pain. Yeah.
But you were using that to kind of fuel the making of your art. But I don't know if
yes, I just all I know is that I remember writing those lyrics, and I did it. This is crazy to say. I did those lyrics. I remember singing in the bathtub, my mother's house, dark and just like I don't know what I'm gonna say candles. You'll probably no candle, but dark and just like I remember writing, listening to it. I had a radio and a thing. I would write.
Yeah,
that's some weird stuff. I would never do that to anything. I don't even know. I guess we're gonna have to get in the bathroom now. The bathtub now with my son. I haven't done that since 17 years ago. Think about that. It just hit me. But yeah, just like the writing process is always different, but it always comes from one thing: pain.
Yeah.
So.
Is it weird that people listen to it and they still relate to it? You play that shit for a long time, man, and people still relate to it. You play it at shows. People are into it, and a lot of people have related to the music that you wrote. How is that when people know the shit you wrote? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you thank you so much because I want to tell you one thing right now.
Yeah.
People love Crown of Thornz, and the lyrics are amazing. That's why that's why it's very, very special. Scarhead's cool, but Scarhead's it's like Boys Street Queens thug shit. But Crown Thornz is like about people have come up to me. Women have been asking me questions about stuff, and they would get mad. They think that I'm I'm a poet. And I'm just who I am. And sometimes we joke around, but some of that stuff is really, really, really good. Like I'll read it sometimes, and I'll be like, oh shit, But I was too. Now I'm more jaded. I wrote some poetry and stuff like that, and used it in some songs. But it's like when the next Crown of Thornz record comes out, it's gonna be something on another level of lyricism. So I can't wait to do that.
Yeah.
Because I have so much more pain, sorrow, and heartbreak, and fucking defeat over the years. That for the last how many years? This is 1996.
Yeah.
So a lot has happened. Deaths, love, betrayals.
You said you're a little bit more jaded now. What do you mean by that?
I was a little bit more innocent back then.
Yeah.
You mean I was like, oh, I love you, it'll last forever, but now I'm like, fucking bitches. I'm like, and now people get mad at me and say, but I say how it is. Now women, they're like, you be with someone for 7.5 years, and then all of a sudden they're like, they just go because it's about money. You know, they say something else, they'll be like, no, it's not. It's all about money. It's always about money. That's the sad part. That's what stresses relationships. So the good person will still stay with you. Now I'm with a person who looks at me and like to say I love you because I'm cool. You know what I mean? But she looks at me and like, yo, it had nothing to do with hardcore. VS didn't know nothing about hardcore. Like people in Ridgewood just stay in Ridgewood. They don't know anything. It's like it's crazy. They're like, what's that light at the tunnel? That's called the J train. You go to jump on that. Like, jump on that train. It goes to Brooklyn and it goes to New York City. Manhattan, you ever Manhattan? So, but yes, like she sees. Like I bring her somewhere, she sees what's going on, how people are. She freaks the fuck out. People stop us. Oh my God, Ezec. And I'm like, I worked so fucking hard in my life, and I'm always truthful to my fans. And I think that's why I think my fans always show me love.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I also think that when you wrote shit like Mentally Vexed, Train Yard Blues, I think that you tapped into this mutual, like, understanding that people have when they feel that pain, because they just relate it to what they felt. You know what I mean? And then that shit never ends. That shit never gets old.
My thing is also like, I'm like with Scarhead's more yelling. Crown of Thornz, a little bit more singing, but it's not singing like fucking dudes like if I could sing like the motherfucker from Ended, I'll be fucking multi-millionaire. I love Ended. You know, those guys fucking rule. But you know, like they just covered Jimmy Williams on Maximum Penalty. Could You Love Me? I thought that's fucking amazing. Shout out to Jimmy Williams. I love you, my brother. A shout out to Chaka, Orange 9mm. I love you, motherfucker. I'm just saying, it's like, you know, we only know what to do. What we know what to do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be a fucking brain surgeon or podiatrist. You know what I mean? I'm a hardcore guy, bro. Yeah. You know, I love hip hop. I mix my hardcore with hip hop. I put records out all the time, do videos, and I DJ, I act, you know what I mean? I do art, you know, just try to stay relevant, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Tell me about New York hardcore. What made you fall in love with it? And coming up during the time period, like so many good bands came out of your era. So many good bands, just like they're the bands, you know what I mean? Yeah, and that's the era you came up in for New York hardcore. Tell me about that.
Well, New York hardcore to me is my you know, I'm a New York hardcore kid, so and I grew up in the best era, but the bands that I love that don't get the props, Underdog was one of my favorite bands. Killing Time, favorite bands. Sick of It All. This is great. Sheer Terror, Nostra Front, Carnivore, fucking Crumbsuckers. What else? There's so many fucking bands. Maximum Penalty, you know? So shout out to Freddie Madball. Shout out to Hoya Rock. I love you, brother. Madball is a great band. I'm trying to figure out other bands.
Chromags.
Listen, John. Sorry about this. Mackie, Paris, Harley, all you guys. Chromags is one of the hardest bands in New York hardcore. I'm gonna say it, the best album ever. Angel Quarrel, #1 album. People can get mad at me, but it is what it is. It's timeless. I also love. My brain's going crazy. Youth of Today, Bold, Gorilla Biscuits. What else? What other bands?
So you like the whole spectrum, pretty much. You know what I mean? You're a real fan of the whole spectrum. Yeah. Is this like what you came up on?
Listen, I like street music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's amazing. In terms of like, you know, you were coming from Queens, but then there's a bunch of venues in Manhattan too. Same thing with Coney Island. Yeah. Then there's bands coming from the Bronx. Yeah. District 9 too, but they're
the new bands,
new, you know, Regulate, Mind Force, all those bands.
Good. Mind Force, Combust, Regulate, all good bands, and they all Leeway. Eddie Leeway, rest in peace. I just want to say that Eddie Leeway was one of the illest motherfuckers from Queens, and he taught me so much. But there will never be another Leeway ever. But all the other bands are dope. You know, like all the bands. So
Yeah.
and I don't. As an older guy, all these old motherfuckers hate on the younger bands. And I love the younger bands. I love. There's only two types of music: good music and bad music.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So you're supporting it. You're supporting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. So, in terms of coming from Queens, what was it like going to the Manhattan venues? Was that like a whole different world to you?
Yes,
Or?
yes. Because we would have to take. We had to get on a train. Remember, at the time, we were beefing with everybody in our neighborhood, beefing with people. So now we're jumping on trains and people going out. We're gonna see someone. It's always in like, and we'd be on the train. We were kids. We would carry guns and shanks and fucking box cutters. With 15 people. It was just crazy. You know what I mean? But that's how we grew up. You know what I mean? Like it's like, and in Queens, we're all mixed. I mean, it was just so crazy. But we were skinheads. So people looked at us crazy. So it'd be like an Albanian, a Turk, a Jew, a Puerto Rican, a black guy, but all skinheads. You know what I mean? So it was, now it's normal, but back then no one looked like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So you come to Manhattan and you feel like it was a kind of a different island, different world.
A different world. And also it was very dangerous.
Yeah.
And the Lower East Side was very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
I know people say now, but I'm like, my homegirl was talking. She goes, I used to hang out at Lower East Side. I said, I hung out Lower East Side in '87 from the '90s. It's way different than 2000s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Way different.
Yeah.
So.
Like even '87 to 2000 was a different story.
Oh my God! So yeah, this is way different. It's just if you weren't Puerto Rican, or if you weren't Puerto Rican or a punk rocker, you should be in the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
Back then, unless you're copying heroin.
Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, tell me about the LES back then and what that was like, and compare it to Queens and what Queens was like back then.
You know what? Queens was always crazy, but Queens. Like Jackson Heights, like Flushing, no matter where you go, like Jackson Heights is crazy, but people wake up the next in the morning, Sunday, they're sweeping the yard. The old people are sweeping the street, making it look nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just taking care of it. You know. But remember, Jackson Heights was the head of fucking of all the cocaine capital. Everything went through Jackson Heights. So cartels will kill your whole families in Jackson Heights. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. It was crazy. And then you got so many fucking crews and everything like that. And people would stick up kids. But Manhattan, you go to a club, then at nighttime, everything got people trying to rob you, and put junkies out. It was all in one area. They let everyone go crazy in the Lower East Side. You know what I mean? Yeah. In Queens, the cops would come like 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay? So, yeah. But no cops coming to the Lower East Side or beef. It's already a fight. 20 minutes already had happened, and the cop come. You know? So
I mean, the LES also had all the burnt out buildings and all the squatting and all like. When you see footage of that shit, it just looks like
Beirut.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, South Bronx too. South Bronx and Lower East Side had the same look. You know, so
it looks just like not a society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But there is a subculture under that. So there's like people living in squats and shit like that. So it's just sometimes I look back, it was much easier. Like I saw a movie called Rooftops. You gotta check this movie out. And it's all Lower East Side. You got the Send 4 tags. It's crazy. And it's 1980, probably 88. But I'm like, 89. It might be, but still, it made me feel a certain way. The guys were walking. And I was like, I was at that fucking club. Me and fucking Gavin and fucking Davey Cutler. Like everyone, Fahim. We were like at the club. And I was like, that was the time. These people are way older. These people are like in their 30s. In the Lower East Side, I was like 16 going to these clubs. I mean, it's just crazy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, and also the New York hardcore scene had like a crossover with the squatting and like, like the Chromax shit. Yeah, and like the Chromax were like John Joseph and Harley were squatting, and the stories that they be telling about that era, it just does not sound fun, man. Like it sounds like it really it's like their song. It just sounds like survival in the streets.
You know what? Those guys are the older guys are crazy, but they're the first guys. We're the second wave. You mean? I think they were crazy, but we were way more violent than them. You know? I think we are still way more violent than them. And we just organized and went and said, took what we only knew, and just like now we're all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, violence was necessary at those times. Right? Like, it's sometimes it sucks to say, but violence is necessary now. Sometimes because there's people out there who take from you, or try to hurt you for no reason, and it's like you can't talk to people like that.
Yeah.
And you can't just protect your family by talking to them, by saying, "Hey, this is not right." I mean, sometimes you gotta fucking just light a fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
When that's what you come from, how does it feel to live in today's society where there's, we keep bringing it up, like the internet and also like hyper vigilance, security, shit like that happening all the time. But the era that you come from, that is a huge part of it.
Yeah, I feel the graffiti shit is crazy because everyone's posted on Instagram and they know like I wish I had pictures of all my old stuff. But it's cool. But my thing is, a lot of people talking in that they say, if you're a person, this is crazy. If you're a person, you have a fake account to troll people, that you're fucked up. That's like a weird thing. Like if you're someone and you comment on another man's thing and talk shit, that's like a woman's trait to me. That's like a bitch. And I just can't I can't understand that. I mean, and I'll try to understand, but it's just like if you're bothering someone for no reason because you're not happy in your fucking miserable life, that's just sad.
That there's people who that's their like hobby.
Yeah, I know that people are hating on you because you have a thing like, oh, look at this, and they don't even know you. Like, who the fuck are you? Like those are people like I could do better. Like, then why are you talking from a fake account?
Yeah.
Why don't you do something from that account that's better than I can do?
Yeah.
Because they can't. Because these people are losers. You know?
I think it's just part of the culture now, like the culture that we live in. There's just like
sad.
internet society.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's fucking wild. I mean, you think graffiti has gotten less violent compared to what it was?
I don't know. They're like, I don't know. It's like, I don't think these kids even fight anymore. Do they even fight? What is like they just talk shit on the post?
I feel like they do. It depends on who, you know what I mean? It really depends on the person. But I also think that from my perspective, like I've interviewed a ton of graffiti writers, and most of the graffiti writers that I interview are from the past era.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of them have straight up war stories.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people from this era have war stories.
No,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
you know?
You know what? I always respected different crews, and whether they were like KGB dudes who went to war with a lot of people. 78 Street Boys from Queens, TA7. Shout out to Rel. See him catch a task. Shout out to Coop, Breeze. But like 78 Street Boys, THM, JVC. Like it's just like TFS. I'm the dudes I see kids out there. They when I see people my generation, no matter what, you say my name in any generation, graffiti with street shit. They have to give me props. They're gonna be they're gonna say some fucking fuckboy shit to me. They're gonna be like, I think put mad work in it. And I did. But some of these new kids, they just like talking. Sad. It's just sad. I don't know what to say, but then again, it's a young man's game.
Yeah.
So you mean I told you, I'll be 73 when my kid turns 20.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is crazy to think about.
He'll be riding. Oh, give me the fucking car.
What was it like back in the day meeting someone like MQ and painting with him when now, like when you think of one of the supreme kings of graffiti, no one doesn't put MQ on that list. But knowing him from then.
We're brothers. So it's like MQ and I, we grew up since we were 15 years old. You know what I mean? So I fought so many people because of MQ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a whole different thing. Like we might argue like scam, all of us are draft, but me and MQ grew up together. Me and Hoy and MQ grew up together. So it's not like, hey, we were here. No, we were the ones that set it off. We're the ones that put the work in. We're the ones that make DMS what it is. You know what I mean? So I see him. He's my brother. Sometimes I get mad because I love him so much. Sometimes I'd be like, yo, nigga, you should be making much more money. But then again, if he was about money, he wouldn't be MQ. You know You mean like he was like Banksy or something like that? You mean so like.
Yeah.
Which I don't. People are like, oh, I hate Banksy. I don't even know the nigga. So I don't even know how am I gonna hate someone I don't know. Well, am I gonna hate the nigga because his name Banksy? I don't know. I will. So if MQ can do something with Banksy, I would be like, yo, do that shit. You mean?
Yeah.
You know, people crazy. You know.
How'd you meet him?
Well, MQ. Oh
Yeah.
God, I met MQ. First of all, on the 7th train going down. There used to be an OTB in Jackson Heights. And at the OTB, you look out for the 7th train, MQ had a tag in the back of the OTB. Like, it was like a little yard. It was like small, but he had a big MQ. And I was like, always thought, who the fuck, how did this motherfucker get in the OTB thing? Then all of a sudden, one day I'm bombing 60, I'm taking pictures of 69th and Fisk on the 7th train. I did my first ugly ass fill-in, but my first fill-ins on 69th Street and Fisk. So I jumped into the fucking thing, and I had a 110. I'm trying to take pictures from the fucking the rails into the thing, so I could catch everything. And also across the street, I see this guy with a fucking Marcy looking haircut and a polo. He's like, "Yo, what you ride?" I said, "What you ride, nigga?" We arguing. What you ride? I was with my boy KMA. What you ride? He's like, "MQ." I said, "Yo, Ezec." I went, shh. Then I go to I go meet my boy Gier. Because I was in Jackson Heights, I worked at Seatown, right by International, right by across street from Mark 29, by International House of Pancakes, right there, St. 4th Street, right there. Right. So I go, hey, Gia goes, come to the park, schoolyard. I went to schoolyard, I see Hoya and fucking MQ.
Did you already know Hoya?
No, I bumped into him at Numbers of Records. He was staring me down. I stared him down. I was like, what? Like, we had like a stare off because I saw skinheads. I was my boys. So like, what's up? Gia goes, this is Ezec. I go, it's MQ and Hoya. I go, shook their hand. All of a sudden, we're hanging out. And all of a sudden, this guy forgot. Oh, Mob, M-O-B. He was like, yo, you Ezec? And I was like, yeah. He goes, yo, you went over me. And what's up? I go, so who the fuck cares? And then we all started laughing at the guy because he's like, you went over me. I go, and what? Who the fuck cares? What? He's just saying that we all started laughing. And I go, what's up? We became friends. That was it.
Yeah.
From that day on, it was crazy. But yeah, that was 1987.
Wow. So you've been bombing for what, 2-3 years? Because you started in what,
Yeah,
85?
but 85 it was little, but 87 I was really. 87 was like the year I really started. Me, my brother, my boy Ezec, my boy JM. Shout out to JM DMS. Oh fuck! I just saw him at my baby shower. So JM, me and JM was kill Jackson Heights, and he was hit every van. And Gier was like, "Oh shit, JM and Ezec." So that's how we went down. We met Gier, went to the schoolyard, chilled with them. But then when I met MQ and Hoya that day, that was it. From 87, we became best friends.
So was MQ already going to hardcore show?
Oh, he was. Yeah, we went to. Yeah, they were going to. Hoya's brother Dave was in the hardcore scene. Rest in peace, Dave. I love you, brother. So Hoya would go with MQ, but we started going together to shows. We're like, yo, we're young, fucking young, 87, bro.
Was Hoya already Madball?
Yeah, he already had a mustache. That nigga was born with a mustache.
But yeah, was he was already Madball?
No.
Or didn't start yet?
No, nothing. That started at like 90 fucking.
Okay.
Yeah, no. It was like, we had nothing to do with we were just fans of music.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we were writing graffiti and fucking being bad, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And he was bombing too. I mean, I seen Hoya stickers.
Yeah,
and shit.
he was bomb on the block and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
But me and MQ were fucking killing shit already, right? So.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, I mean, it's so crazy that some, like, MQ is one of the few people who it's been years and he's still fully dedicated.
Yeah, it's crazy how back then his M's and his O, his Q, the O for the thing, the Q was like this was perfect.
Yeah.
Now I guess as you get older, you start looking like your tag. So you start looking like his tag's all fucking fucked up and shit. So, but fucking like, I'm just like, yo, it's like, I love graffiti. No matter what, I'm always got Pentels on me whenever I was catch tags. I got a black book always with me. I love doing canvases now, but also I don't, people peace, wherever. I don't like doing legal wars. I still love destroying shit.
Yeah.
I'll do something here. I probably get in trouble for it. If you're a vandal squad, you're gonna lock me up for fucking for a throw up. You're an asshole. You know, like this thing about it. Like, come on, bro. It's just like this dude's out there for. It's I don't know. I got mad friends who are ex vandal squad, and I got mad love for them. So like they got jobs also. So. Your job is to bust, a fucking vandal. Then I guess do your job. I don't know.
Yeah. What was Vandal Squad like back then?
You know what? I talked to like the old guys. They were much tougher. You know what I mean? They took it upon them when you went. Like I never talked shit to Vandal Squad people.
Yeah.
So all these guys like Dessa and the other dudes, they were like talking shit to. And I asked one of the, I'm not gonna say his name, but one of the Vandal Squad guys, I said, yo, when they talk shit to you, well, he goes, I take shit personal, man. It's like, you saying fuck my mother on a thing, what do you think I'm gonna do? Someone said fuck your mother, and you can do what, you fuck this guy over for like, whatever, you're gonna fuck this guy over. You get, like, don't make it personal. You know? Yeah. These guys are fucking retards. You know, they're calling pranking. You're like, what do you think is gonna happen, bro?
Yeah.
You know? I'm just saying, like, as a man, certain things that you do and fucking understand what's gonna happen. When I do something, I cross that line. I know that cross the line. I know it's what's coming. You understand?
Yeah,
that's all.
I get what you're saying. What's your daily life? What's your daily life like today?
So now it's just, oh my god. Well, it was up to 2 months ago. I was fucking chilling, son. I was like fucking bitches and fucking being a rock star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like listen, everywhere I go, and that's what people get mad too. In the streets, people know my name, and my name holds mad weight. You know what I mean? So I'm a fucking gangster, artist, musician, rapper, whatever it is. I do it, and I love my life. Sometimes I make jokes as we get older, but I'm a funny guy, so I try to make jokes, make everything better, faster, go by, or happier. You know what I mean? But the thing is, my life, I love it. I'm doing music. I put out mad videos. Danny Diablo put a record out. Scarhead's recording. Tim Armstrong, I just talked to him. Shout out to Tim Armstrong. He's producing the new Scarhead record. So can't wait to do that. So I'm doing. I DJ at Gold Sounds. I got a fucking a store with VS called 897 Grand. So come downtown, 897 Grand Street. Culture New York's in it. So I'm happy. I got my clothing line, New York Hardcore Streetwear. Come out. We're doing a drop September 20th at the store. Then I'm DJing that night. So I'm gonna have that come out to that. I'm doing new Scarhead designs. I got Scarhead bong. I'm doing everything. I have a TV series called Crash the System with Kamal from the Turkey Boys. I'm on the 3rd season already, so I'm doing good. I act. I'm happy.
Yeah, you got a ton of shit going on.
Yeah, so the acting thing is I'm really killing the acting thing. So,
what's up with that?
So I did 2 seasons. It's out right now on Tubi. It's called Crash the System. Kamal from the Turkey Boys, writer, producer, and director. So I grew up with Kamal. So he has me as a crazy. My name is Randy Roachtrap. So this nigga made this character to make fun of me. So that's what this nigga really did. And I said, oh, you want to play a game? I'm going to go all out. So I went all out. So I'll go on Tubi, Randy Roachtrap. The first season, I'm on the first four episodes. Second season, I'm on the last 3 episodes. And then season 3, we just finished. So, and I'm telling you.
What's your character?
Randy Roachtrap.
What do you do? Like what?
Scumbag.
Yeah.
Scumbag. He's a scumbag. Yo, he's a scumbag. Like, he's a scumbag. But he's funny. And he smokes crack. So I got to pretend I'm smoking crack. But and when we do this, it's like no permits, I think. So I'm doing this on Queens Boulevard, and people are passing by that know me and shit. Yeah. I gotta pretend like, I'm smoking crack, But it's mad funny. But shout out to Kamal Ahmed from the Jerky Boys. I love you, motherfucker. Shout out to Corey, who's the head guy in it. So, but it's on Tubi. First 2 seasons, watch it. Season 3 is coming out in November. So season 3, these guys have me do some crazy shit, but I love it. Man.
How do you feel when you're acting?
I love it. You know, it's like music. When I do something, like sometimes you're on, sometimes you're off. You mean like so it depends what's going on in your life. You mean So no, the music shit. I got that shit down packed. I love doing music. I'm in the studio every week. Putting something out there. You know, I'm putting music out all the time, man. So
when you're recording a new Crown of Thornz thing.
They switched up. We had 5 songs. They switched it 3 times already.
Wow.
Mike DeJean is crazy. Shout out to Mike DeJean and Paul Delaney and Dimmy. Shout out to Dimmy. I love you, bro. Dimmy just lost his father, Mr. Duvas, rest in peace. But, yeah. And the Scarhead, I got, we're going to tour. We got scared. I got a label called E-Train Records, and I just put out the new single for Scam Dust. God help me, please. It's called Curb Stomp. And featuring me. But the video is out right now. The single is out right now on all digital platforms. Scam Dust, Curb Stomp. So
shout out to that.
Shout out to Scam Dust because I'm gonna kill him. I gotta make my money back. Son.
Man, dude, thank you for coming on this again. It's been an absolute pleasure and honor. You know, like I said in the beginning, but I gotta give you mad respect for everything you've done, and you know, the way that you've done your career and everything you've touched, from graffiti to hardcore to hip hop and all that.
Thank you.
Respect, and it's an honor for me to do this.
No, Angel, thank you so much, bro. I just want to say thank you, and this everyone, New York hardcore for life, bro. You know,
respect, bro.
Respect, bro.
Peace.
VS, what's up?